So it took me approximately forever to put up last week's Night in the Woods on YouTube, and by that I mean it's actually not up as of us playing this time. Um, but that's because my computer crashed. Oh my god, I don't think Angus is secretly a robot. Sorry, YouTube, you're like behind the times and it's not your fault. We're also talking about robots because I'm going to be presenting a paper on robots. Robots can, in fact, have feelings. It depends on what kind of robot stories. Maybe not that one, but... This is a moment. Listen to this song. Drink some tea. Is that... Are you altering lyrics of a song for me, Chrono? Man, Chrono, I appreciate your stubborn determination to keep giving me bits. That is very nice of you. And they have definitely added up. Which apparently I'm supposed to use my streaming money to get a Switch at some point. See, I haven't seen the lyrics to Weird Autumn because I'm busy trying to do perfect on the musics. But no, we're going to be doing, we are going to be doing, yes! Machines are very interesting. You can do a lot with them in stories. Haha! There's robots in my novel, which is why the robot paper exists. No, so we are going to be doing our charity stream after all, our charity marathon party stream thingy. So I'm actually probably going to save the money up to help make that happen. That's okay, Chrono. 50 cents a stream is still appreciated. It's still going to help us with that. So that will probably be happening in June. We're still figuring out the details because a few things have changed, but we still want to do it, so. Hey, Ampy. Pumpkin is a conduit to the dead. See, it's interesting because there's like implied to be some sort of connection to the dead in this as well, so. Sorry. I'm like spilling tea all over myself and my cat. Sorry, Nox. Sorry. Oh my god, you're such a cutie. You're such a cutie. This cat is in my lap and she is happy about it. Oh gosh, it's HarFest already. All right. Get spooked or something. Casey. I'm really amused that Sharkle was like the voice of God in this game. I did get Nox's special food. I had to drive an hour and a half. But then I did drive an hour and a half. And it was exciting because on the way back I drove through snow. It's actually the first time in my life I've ever just driven through like a bunch of snow. And like my coworkers I was talking to today were like, actually no, that was like a considerable amount of snow. Like that counts as driving through snow. And I was like, whoa! Rigel, how to create compelling characters for a story? Give them flaws. That's the most important thing I can think of. And define them by those flaws, at least to start with. I think it's tempting to make characters perfect and good. And the more you think about characters being good, the less personality they're going to have. But once you start defining them by their flaws and giving them permission to make mistakes and be wrong, then you get complication. I think Right About You Know is one of those things that can be very easily misused. Obviously, somebody involved with making this game is familiar with the location and the concerns that the people have and that sort of thing. And so it gives it a lot of feeling of reality. But you can also set something in a completely made up world and still have that feeling of verisimilitude. Because writing what you know for me is not literally write the exact experience that you have had in your life. It's a problem. People will start writing like exact it might as well be nonfiction about characters that are them in situations that they are in. But I think that instead write the feelings and experiences and relationships and things that you know and put them into whatever you want. So all right. Oh, May. A little bit taller. That's so cute. That's funny. trying to make her peace with her body. Oh, May, I'm sorry. That's a challenge. I think a lot of us have. Oh, I can do this now. All right, guys. Yes. Oh man, I'm excited about seeing Black Panther. The movie theater in town might get it at some point in the next month or two. Oh my god, Chrono. Do they really, Space Pilot? I'm sorry. Also, is it okay if I call you that? There's just a lot of syllables, and I'm lazy. Reaction, especially knowing what it's gonna be, and knowing when she's like, "What the hell?" that she's seeing a tooth. I love this. Oh my god, Selmer's is great. Yeah, May should be sturdy. Oh gosh, that's right. We did a whole lot of... God, this is the best. Like, this is the best constellations. Well, I think it's more that people assume that main characters of things are going to be skinny. And because she's small and youthful, I could see people defaulting that to skinny. Plus, people have a hard time drawing people who are kind of blocky with a belly. Trash bird. Oh my god, she's so cute though. Look at her. Boing. I don't think I ever found a reason to be on top of that, but it never stopped me. Why would anyone not... Oh wait, are these the boxes right here? Were these boxes here before? Or are those the boxes that Dad moved? I should call my dad. I tried calling him Sunday. Didn't work. That's good though, Nick Buntline. Not that you weren't able to go to the movie theater, but it actually makes me really happy. And of course a lot of other people are happy too. That Black Panther is doing so well. And A Wrinkle in Time is coming out next month too. So if you are interested in diverse casts and diverse directors and things like that, Wrinkle in Time, I mean, it looks like it's going to be amazing. And also I really liked the book, but also I really like what the director is doing with that. Ooh, almost burned myself. I forgot that the tea is still hot inside the pot, even if it cooled down in the mug. There's something to be said about insulation and heat transfer there, I'm sure. That's okay, Chrono. Maybe it's not for everybody, but I loved it when I was a little girl. So here we're having May be more observant and seeing something's wrong. It was a banned book? Why was it banned, Parking Lot Possum? What would they possibly ban it for? Does it have swear words in it? Or are they upset about the anti-fascism in it? Touché, Mom. Oh my god, May's mom is pretty fantastic. It is really sad to know this and know where this comes from and where this is going, and that if May could just tell her mom, look, I started having a breakdown and like really need help. Nick Buntline, have you seen the previews? Have you seen the character designs? Like, have you seen what they're doing? If nothing else, it is inspired, and I'm super excited about it. I'm glad to report that the university that I teach at, or didn't teach at, if only, the university that I work at, for all that it tends to be majority rich white kids, does have a big emphasis on first generation students, which is really good. Oh, okay, Possum, I wonder. I mean, Madeleine L'Engle was an overtly Christian writer, but I wouldn't expect that to wind up with the book being banned, because that's not usually why people ban books. Yeah, this is not... Well, but C.S. Lewis and Madeleine L'Engle did slightly different things with that. Oh my god, May. Yeah. The music fades away. Can't bring myself to be that mean to her mom. Oh, snap. God. Even knowing what's coming, this still hurts, you know? And like, one of the things that is terrible about it is that, like, they love each other so much and they know exactly how to hurt each other, but they're not like, I don't know. Like, you see her mom's eyes go to the book. Like, she doesn't have anything to say to her anymore. I'm sorry, Mom. Like, you can't not be a jerk to her. I mean, at least we don't have to be a jerk to be in this version. Yes, the banning of books and the amount of power that has and that gives people over the flow of information is terrifying. Like, you should be scared of book banning. You absolutely should be. Speaking of, we got really political last week. We're probably going to get political again this week. There's been a lot going on, so... Oh man, May. You have people who love each other, and if they could just, like, actually talk, how much better off they would be, you know? I'm pretty sure that I've missed commenting on things up this way. Oh, I know, Chrono. People actually usually can't. In fact, I've spent a significant amount of my life being unable to say the right thing because I was busy having feelings. But when it's not you and it's not your life and you're looking at, like, fictional... Hi, Mr. Toasty! Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I've played this game through before. This is a replay, so it is entirely possible that there will be massive spoilers. So I will caution you if you want to play this game, which I absolutely encourage you to do. You should absolutely play it. In which case, you probably shouldn't watch me play it. Because it's really good. It's super good. Also, I just want everyone to support the people who make this game because I think they're probably some of the coolest people. I have, like, an embarrassing level of fangirlness for the team that makes Night in the Woods, which is super awkward. But they're really cool and you should support them because they're amazing. Oh no, I hope I don't miss it. Well, Mr. Toasty, this is a game worth playing or watching blind, so I do have a blind play of the first time through where you can pick which of the friends you want to hang out with in various points. And so I played it all one friend last time, and now I'm playing it all the other friend. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that for my taste, the friend that I picked the first time around is the more emotionally resonant story. We'll find out, because this one is definitely going dark places and interesting places and things that will probably hit very home for me just based on the things that really hit home to me. But I don't know. Oh man. Horizon Zero Dawn, I've heard good things about. Stardew Valley is cute. Metroid Prime. Hey, I've actually seen Metroid Prime played through now. It's pretty cool. Wind Waker, which I might play at some point. Summers the Poet. Yes, the decorations are super cute. She's just like, girl, you can't mess around at Halloween, which is true. You can't. I am not going to be moving around Halloween this year. I am going to tough out this stressful time I'm having at work. I'm going to get through it. It's going to be okay. It's going to be good. And oh, thank you, Cyber. I appreciate that. Yay! And just so you guys know, like, you never have to, like, cheer or donate or subscribe or whatever, but it is much appreciated, so thank you. I've got some things that I'm planning as far as community-related stuff, so I'm going to try to channel whatever funds I get from that into that. Like, we're going to have a community get-together in Chicago, and we're going to rent a place, and I want to try to subsidize the cost of that so that more people can stay with us. So things like that. You know, Rigel, I used to think I was a Zelda fan, and then I realized I actually hadn't played very many Zeldas. So then I decided I was going to start playing through some Zeldas. But right now I've only got through Majora's Mask. I still need to do Wind Waker. I should probably play Twilight Princess. I watched somebody play through it, but it was a while ago, and I forgot it pretty thoroughly. I know, I unfortunately think I remember the spoiler of what happens with Midna, I think, unless I'm wrong. And then there's like a bunch of Zeldas that I don't know at all. It's okay, Cyber! Obviously, I can't keep track of anything. What was I saying? Oh my gosh, okay, well, Mr. Toasty has a very significant list of games. What was I saying? Where was I going? Why do I am such a mess. I'm just gonna sit here and drink my tea for a moment. Breath of the Wild. I do not have a current gen system. Oh, I was talking about... Yes, if you are a person that hangs out in our Discord and we know each other well enough, and you're interested in coming to a Chicago Flutie Pies party, we're going to rent a house and just hang out and be cool. And we'll do some streaming, so for those of you who like can't make it there, we'll bring you in anyway. But that's a thing. But it has to be somebody that, like, I don't have to have met you in person, but I should probably know you. But yeah, it'll be fun. There may be somewhere between 10 and 15 of us. We're going to get a big enough house to do that. We can probably even have like a designated like introvert time, which I won't need to take, but I know a lot of people will, so. Oh my god, we would never turn Selmers down. I don't know about replaying Undertale when. I don't know. Blues, you'd be welcome to join us. We would love to have you there, actually. I actually think so that's going to be in, I think, potentially late August. My teapot lost its hat. But yeah, no, we might actually have like near to full mod representation at that too. We'll see how it goes. But it should be a good time. So if you're interested in that, just keep in touch. And we'll keep everybody posted on how that's going to go. But as far as replaying Undertale, I don't know. I keep thinking I'm ready, and then I'm not. Oh, yes, it's a Halloween poem. I gotta turn this music up. I was feeling disconnected from the game because the music wasn't loud enough in my ears. Is the music loud enough in your ears? Can you guys hear it? I can't do voices, so I don't do voices. Although I was actually about to read Selmer's poem out loud. I think that's a near rhyme. When the consonant is different, but the vowels are the same. It's not assonance. Okay, so music is faint. Okay. Hold on. We're going to turn the music up. because this music is too good for you to not be able to hear it. There we go. Is that better? Oh my god, I love how so much of this has to do with food. I microwave pizza, I'd say. The pizza cold is breakfast cold. It's so good. And I love how May's like, yeah. Oh man. Oh, Chrono, I'm sorry. I used to not like pizza for a while, actually. I loved it, and then my family had it every week, and I had to call to order it. Then I got mad and just decided I didn't like pizza anymore for a couple of years. But I like pizza. I should make pizza. I had a plan to make pizza, and I didn't get around to doing it, so I'll have to do that at some point in the near future. HarFest is dumb. Yes. Yes, I am. Excuse me. Hi, Mr. Grumperson. I keep hitting that button instead of the jump button. Oh, I was trying to play Final Fantasy XIV and the jump button is the top button. I'm too jumpy. Jumpy, jump. 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 I'm touching your pumpkin. You didn't specify which one, so it has to be all of them. Ah! I have to, like, get in the way of everything. Boing, boing, boing. I don't know why I love this so much, but I do. Was me? Oh my god, are you serious, Chrono? Hey, Simon Catfish, you did, in fact. In fact, we've accomplished almost nothing because I took a while and then I got distracted. Hi, I'm Lauren. Greg is really great. Oh, I see. No, Proto, I just took for granted my own jumping jumps. Jumpity jump. Oh, there's probably not going to be anything with Mr. Chazikov because we did that yesterday. And it was so good. So good. So good. But he's not up there now. It's okay. We need to recover from how good yesterday's constellations were. But I'm still going to jump on here. Look, okay. Hey, at least I don't jump everywhere constantly in real life. Although now I'm kind of tempted to start. Ha! I jumped on you, squirrel! Wait. That pumpkin has a nose. I gotta get up there, man. Hold on. We gotta go visit the nose pumpkin. Nose pumpkin! Be my friend! Be my friend! Hi, nose pumpkin. Why don't I get to comment on you? I want to comment on you. 2, 3. It's always a jump party. Haha. Maybe I'll get a shirt with that on. Does it have to be in one direction? Hold on. This is very important. Yes! Haha! I am the queen of jumping. Jump. 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 She just looks so delighted. These are definitely, at least some of them, are definitely in the cult. Yeah, they're not in very good moods. Well, maybe you guys could try don't be jerks. Bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, bum. It's so pretty. Bruce! Bruce! Oh my god. She's so great. Oh my god. She is so great. Pastor K, you might be one of my favorite characters in this game, and this game has a lot of really good characters. That's so sad, but she still has faith. It is so funny because, like, Pastor K is hilarious. She's extremely clever, incredibly, I don't know, just like there's something like beautiful and poetic and sad about this. Like, just, oh, it's so well written. Like, just, ah. I love this. 8 people. I love her. She is so great. At least I assume that she was talking about being stood up by, because she's prayed and is waiting. Maybe she actually literally stood up. I don't know. There is... Okay, look, you take that back, Proto. Don't you talk smack about Katie Washington, alright? Chrono will never forgive you. Bruce! Hi, Bruce! Bruce! You know what's really messed up about HarFest? A kid is gonna die tonight. An innocent kid is going to be killed horribly tonight in this game. And like, I'm saying that and like the music is like all chill and soothing, and probably in like a minute or two I'll forget that I was just thinking about something horrifying and start singing along with the music like it's nothing. But like, can we just... That's just really screwed up. I told you we're gonna get political, probably. I've been thinking a lot about politics. This is an extraordinarily political game. In a good way. Oh, okay. The weird teens are here. Oh, it's been a very political week. That's part of why. You know, Nick Buntline, I wish that you were joking and I would take that as a joke and we would joke together. Except that, like, that is actually a reason why people give for it being okay to kill a child. So, I'm sorry. I'm mad. Sorry. People say you shouldn't talk about politics on stream. Yeah, no, seriously, I think that's a good point. But I talk about politics, and I feel like if you're still here after however many years of me streaming things, and you're not put off by the fact that I am not ashamed to talk about what I care about and what I believe in, it's Night in the Woods. I love that their music... Oh, I'm all out of tea. No, I'm not. It's just really awkwardly dripping out the side. Okay. Come on. I want all the tea. That is really awkward. I'm shaking it. There we go. Got a little tea. That's not untrue, Space Pilot. Oh my god, yeah, I've heard that, Nick Buntline. And yes, everything is political. The decision to not talk about politics is a political statement. Yeah, I saw that, Cyber. I was like, what is this? Did I wake up and it's the 90s again? May is not good at playing along with their seriousness. But the thing that I like and appreciate about this game is that as terrible as the things in it are, it is rooted, like the foundation of this game is people loving each other, and it is hopeful even at its darkest. And that is part of why I love it so much. Tell us, which of these have you seen? A shipwreck, a ghost on a hill, an arrow broken. It's the shipwreck, right? I'm gonna check this with you guys, because I don't feel like checking it another way. Hi, DX man. We're having a moment with the emo kids. That's an interesting way of putting it, Proto. Oh, is that true, Nick Buntline? It counts with New Game Plus. I'm with you on that, Space Alert, except I still try to have conversations with people as much as I can. You can kind of tell if somebody's absolutely not having a conversation in good faith, and there's really not much you can do at that point. But there are people who actually kind of want to understand, and if you approach it patiently and try your best to be kind, sometimes they'll listen a little bit. Don't bang your head into the wall, DX men. Take care of yourself. And it coming dark. Caring but absent. Uncaring but distant. Vicious and roaming. Hi, Beast Sim. And Space Alert, you know, you kind of have to know your limits. So, caring and absent, this is Pastor K's god, and this is the, I guess the door repairman. Uncaring and distant is what we're told. Certainly not roaming in this game. I'm gonna go with this. Like, unless, is there a reason why I shouldn't pick this one? Because this is what I think is... Alright, DX-Men. Well, you know, if the wall likes you mashing your head into it, I hope that you can find a way that is not hurtful to you that also makes the wall happy. So. Nox, are you a kitten? Nox, are you political? No, but that's because you're a mentally handicapped kitty cat. Because there's a lot of reasons why politics are not for you. Yes, I do actually think so. Like I said, like this one I think is the repairman. This is the giant cat creature that we see in May's Dreamscape. And so vicious and roaming, but the thing is I don't know that it's roaming. It feels like it's trapped. There's a clue to this in Miss Rosa's conversation? Did I miss Miss Rosa's conversation today? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, I need to go back and get that. I forgot that she's down there now. Wrathful, capricious, and caring, yes. Well, the thing is, though, I don't think that this is wrathful. Like, wrathful to me implies, like a wrathful god is more like, I will smite you. Vicious doesn't imply smiting. Like, it just means that that it just causes pain. I don't know, Nick Buntline. I want to choose this one because this is the one that I find most interesting. I wonder if this actually affects anything in the game. Yeah, no, I think Vicious and Roaming is the Eldritch Horror. But if the Black Goat is mobile, then yes, absolutely. I would pay attention to what the Cat God says this time. And the Black Goat. And just, That's probably true. This is correct, right? This is the janitor. This is the one that I would choose. It's not the wrong answer here, right, folks? Pretty sure that's what I picked last time. This is, of course, a little anarchy symbol. She works still in hopes it will return. K, Pastor K. I meant in the game, not animal tested. I like how sitting down, they're still the same height as May. The sky is empty. Is it enough to be a good watcher? Angus. We'll have tacos soon. We'll all have tacos soon. Okay, that's funny. Because we do get a taco shop at the end, didn't we? All right. I suppose that's true, Space Alert. That's really cute. They're really adorable. Look at how big they are compared to me though. Like, just like, look at this. Look at the scale of literally everyone else and May. But yeah, no, you can miss out on stuff. If you don't jump around on everything and talk to everybody, you can miss stuff in this game. I am a big fan of jumping on things and talking to things and talking to people and jumping on people. So really, this is a game for me. It's such an interesting decision that they did with the tree design here, where like you can tell that there are other leaves, but you can see some leaves. I don't know. Oh yeah, jumping all the time is a necessity. Like seriously, if you have the option to jump and you're not jumping, I don't understand you. Why would you not do the Angus hangout? Are you serious? But it's like, I mean, admittedly, my response to it, I hope, is not the same as most people's response to it. I would assume not. So quiet. I went to a service voluntarily last weekend. It is quiet in here. Mom's mad. It's actually creepily quiet in here. I'm not gonna be able to get through. Everything is bad and wrong. I mean, it's true. Wait, is this the same color as my arms? Yes, it almost is. Look at that. It's like I don't have any sleeves. I just disembodied hands like Rayman. Whee! Angus is a person who I think Angus can see that people are good and therefore worth his time and caring, and May is actually a good person. I do wonder if I don't listen to this guy's poems, if he does better. Alright, now go ahead, share your breakfast hack. I'm gonna steal a pretzel. Wait, am I not gonna steal a pretzel? May, are we done with pretzel stealing? The thing is, Squisco, I don't think that the church is bad news at all here. Because, like, the representation we see of that faith, at least, Pastor K is, like, through and through fundamentally a wonderful person. Were you here before? Murph, murph. Murph, murph. I think Angus knows that May needs protection and help. Like, I think he's pretty sure, like, I think he knows that May is a good person who needs help. And he knows that May is really important to Greg, and he doesn't wonder why, like, he can tell. Angus is a really good person. Okay, so Pumpkinhead Kid is gonna smash some pumpkins. That is entirely possible, Squizgar. Angus, you are a sweetie. Hi, Angus. He's so cute. He's so cute. Angus, you're a good dude. A good person. We could all stand to be a little more like Mr. Angus. I love Lori. Oh my god! She's so cute! Oh, she's so cute! Oh my god! Oh my god, Lori! Ah! Oh! The thing. It's good life advice. I'm a good friend and a good role model. Okay, so I don't get to just go hang out in the old pickaxe. It is HarFesty. No, May is. May is decidedly at her best. Like, there's like no question that May can rise to the occasion when she has to be a mentor. I love people who just take May's humor just like straight. Like, I love people saying completely absurd things like May does. And I don't know, the whole thing is funny. I don't know. I'm cold. My tea's run out and I'm cold. I'm a cold Lauren. I'm a sleepy Lauren. Why am I sleepy? Oh, it's funny thinking about the last time I played this game and how very much my life has changed since then in like every possible way. Like the first time I played through, like the last time that I did HarFest, and then like thinking back to like my Halloween, which was the weekend that I like we played a Halloween show with the band. That was like the weekend that I decided whether or not I was moving to Pennsylvania, which obviously I did. Spoilers. Crazy. Oh, that's cute. He's like, come on, friend, come hang out with me. They're so cute. Friendship. Cat, 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 cat. Cat, 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 cat. Yeah, no, like, I mean, I guess fortunately nobody's like, oh, spoilers. Oh, God, yeah, no, my streams are basically a vlog at this point. If they weren't to begin with. I'm looking forward to playing a fresh new game, though. That'll be fun. Horde had a job. Oh no, that's right. Here we go. Actually, Squizgar, we're gonna go light. We're missing Crisis Core for a bit. We're gonna do Transistor instead. Ah. Hold on. I'm so bad at this. Ah! I'm so bad at this. I hit one! Alright, let's see if I can do this. Nope, I can't do this. He doesn't say anything. Nope, I'm bad at this. I'm sorry, Greg. I hate to disappoint, but this is not my strength. Ah! Reflexes! I'm bad at them! I think that I did worse this time than the first time, which is not good. Super not good. I am really bad at vandalism, okay? Like, I don't break laws well, and I don't do crimes well. Spooky savings. My hands hurt. I'm a mess, folks, and I'm falling apart. That's okay. That's more than I've got as far as mass destruction goes. It's true, Chrono. I am not the vandalism queen. So it's gonna happen like right around here. There's a kid that gets kidnapped. And then he dies alone in the dark. Like, that is, like literally that is my worst nightmare. And I know this kid is going to experience it. And even though it's in a game, it's still like, oh my god, just like, no, just like, I really don't really, I'm not okay with that being a thing that's about to happen, you know? Like, does that bother other people? Because it sure does bother me. Like, I'm just not cool with thinking about it. Like, just not a good thing. No, not good. Selmers. Can we agree that this is not good? It's not good. Not a good thing, no. No. Why do all the pumpkins... Are they vomiting or do they have noses? I can't tell. I suppose I could go home. But I'm suddenly not okay with what I know is going to happen. Like, okay, so the peculiarities of my brain being what it is that in some part of my brain I can imagine being there in the dark and being thrown down that pit in the claustrophobic dark. Like, it becomes very real in my head. Okay, well, Liz, this is gonna spoil things, so if you want to finish playing the game blind, you should probably not listen to the things that I'm saying, because I'm talking about the end of the game. Things that are happening here that affect the end of the game. So... Well, it's gonna be a weird spoileries version just because I have beaten the game already. We're replaying. I thought, oh, this is great. I'm gonna replay through this game and it'll be super fun and I'll talk about the themes and somebody around here's having trouble. Normal clothes. Witch dagger. Oh my gosh, May, you don't have any arms anymore. What are you gonna do, friend? That's what we're gonna do. Like, you just think it's cute. And the thing is, like, May is so happy about this being HarFest. Like, and you kind of, like, get a chance. Okay, so there's, like, super serious talk with Mom. Sorry, I'm listening to the music. Okay, yeah, that's Greg right there. You hear the instrumentation? Oh, I can't jump in this costume. Are you serious? You've taken the jumping away from me, but then I can't get up the stairs. But there's people on the stairs and I want to talk to them and I can't. Ah! Wait. Okay, so wait. So that's a drum. That's a drum. That's a trumpet. And that's a saxophone. Wait, this song. That's from the second one. Right? That's the second Astral song. This is new. Fortune? I don't remember there being fortune teller before. Oh, jeez. It's gonna say the sooth shall be said. Okay, well, this is new. That was not very good. Okay, well, I don't think I did a very good job with that. Sorry, friends. Why can't I jump up there? Can I do it again? Look, Selmer's friends, or not Selmer's, No, I can't do it again. They won't let me do it. But yeah, the football fan friends are... That's cute. Somebody's trying to do a costume. Okay, Nox. Look at me, I'm dancing to the music. Okay. HarFest spectacular water balloon toss. Oh god, no, I'm really bad at water balloon tosses. I have no coordination. It's a vicious and roaming paw. Hopefully not like the black goat. Oh no! Haha! No! Oh, not good at this. Oh no, you're the hard mode, are you? Oh! Bad pun, bad pun. No. No. No! I'm bad at this. Oh, I don't like you, mister. Oops, I'm pumpkin. No! I don't like you! I want to splash you with water balloons! No! Ah! I did hit you, the pumpkin. I don't like you, the pumpkin. I did. I got you! Ah! No! No! Get back here! No! Ah! Okay. Yeah. Hello, cool folks. You were at work here earlier today. Are you still at work? Because that's sad. Dr. Hank is not a good doctor. Oh. So then here's the snare. It's really dark and kind of creepy, you know? Well, I think we've HarFested. Is this the kid? You're the cranky person who wants me off your yard. Okay, well that was unique. Look at how not amused this cat is. Look at this cat. Look. Cat. 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 Yeah, that was pretty incredible, I'm not gonna lie. Then I guess... I guess we gotta do this. I guess we're gonna do this. You guys ready? I like how this dude like doesn't even look up. Mm. Mm. It's very cute. Oh, spooky. Oh no, Cyber, I've been there. Well, I hope that dinner is delicious. What is dinner? 20% actual history and 80% spooks. Fake history. The bad remake that doesn't respect the source material. Okay. Oh, that sounds tasty. We card. We card you. It's a little letter U. Oh, right. Oh my god. And it's interesting because when you see this, you're like, oh, okay. Because you're like, oh, this is going to be some sort of significant thing that's like the backstory of Possum Springs. And it really, for me, and I think for a number of other people, planted like the seed of like, oh, May must be descended from the witch. Your little like snifflings. I have not seen Paranormal Norman still. I assume that means I got the right answer. Ah. I'm pretty sure the sound effects. Well, now I have Netflix. I don't think I had Netflix the last time we talked. I was born among these trees, neath the harvest moon. You shall die under that moon. Hmm. Hmm. So you do wind up kind of grabbing at the plot, trying to find the significance, trying to find the symbolism and so on. Oh God, Greg, what are you doing? Oh no. Zounds is such an interesting swear, which I'm pretty sure we talked about last time. Uh, People laughing in the background. Hmm. Because I'm pretty sure last time I was trying to break that apart. Hmm. Bulk curse for pelts, maybe. And so this is not like literally telling you that the reason why they leave and come back and leave and come back is because of that. Um, but it gets you thinking about leaving and coming back and not being allowed to leave and things like that, which is interesting because if you were to take this like literally as like some sort of like symbol of what's going on in the game world itself. Hold on. Hmm. Was he last time? Was he here? Was he here last time? Ah, I had no idea, did I? Oh yes, Space Alert. I think he is. I think he's the god of the woods or the god of the forest, or at least he's the god that Pastor K is waiting for. Yeah, that. Oh, jeez, the writing in this game is so good. Like, do we play the part or do we play May? That is so cool. That is so cool. That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay, so apologies to Scott Benson. Sorry, dude. I know you told me, all of us, not to read too deeply into things. But one of the things that I really love about this game is the way that it I think so, Simon Catfish. Um Well, one of the things that I really love about this game, and that was really strange and weird the first time through, is that it drops all of these things that make you think you know what's going on, or you start looking. If you're me, you look for all of these, like, is that the this? Is that the this? Is that the this? So this gives you so many other things that you're looking over here while they have this walk in. You know? And like, yes, it's this moment and it draws attention to itself, and May's reaction to it lets you know that there's something significant going on here. But I think that the first time I played this, I was so wrapped up in the, oh my God, is she actually a descendant of the witch? Are the people of Possum Springs cursed? Is this what's going on? Where I was trying so hard to figure out what was going on that like basically like the god of the forest walks in and is like, May, let me give you some life advice, kid, because you need it. And that's really cool. And actually, if you think about what he said and you put it with what Angus says, like there's some really powerful and beautiful philosophies that I think we could do well to carry with us through life. Um, Angus's, I believe in the world that doesn't care and people that do, which I'm probably paraphrasing. And then we begin and end at night in the woods, but that's not the whole of the story. Like, so good. Because I mean when she's like, you know, we all have a path and we go to the end, and then basically God walks on and is like, but the path may take you places. And I'm like, yes. Yes, and that's the thing. You will be born and you will die, and there is nothing you can do about that, but you still have to live. You still owe it to yourself to live. Which is a conversation I guess I've had a few times recently. But it makes me think to Final Fantasy X, and it's hard to talk about that without spoiling certain key elements of Final Fantasy X, but there people wind up on a path or on no path, but in both cases are given an opportunity to experience a little bit of life that they might not otherwise have had. And so you're like, you know, there's an inevitable end. And I suppose you could just say, well, if there's going to be an end, why should I even bother trying? But that's like the whole point, is that it is worth trying, however briefly that period is on that path. Anyway. Yeah. Back to Mayor Ghost in the Possum Springs. Bye, Blues! It was good to have you here for a bit, and we'll see you on Thursday. So enjoy your game. Well, but see, Nick, I hadn't played through Final Fantasy X until last year, so I would hate to have been spoiled by accident, so I don't want to... I don't know. I mean, I figure most of you here who were going to watch... There's a lot of people who've seen the Final Fantasy X stream, so you know. I don't know. Oh, jeez. This whole like support local businesses in a small town thing is totally like, so the university I work at, if you come for a college tour, they give you this coupon that you can use in one of the local businesses around town. So, Oh, no, 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 no. No. I don't understand watching horror movies for fun. That is a thing I cannot do. That is a good point. And they've like sufficiently distracted you. And like you've got so many other things going through your head that this catches you off guard. And you think you've seen the thing that's important. You think you've seen the significant thing because you've gotten like these words of wisdom. You had a moment with your friends. Oh yes, no, it is really scary, and like the music and the moment and just the wrongness of everything. Molly, do you know? Molly, do you know? Huh. That is really uncomfortable. Yeah, there's some actual scary stuff in the game. Yeah, no, it's interesting because she seems like she knows, but she's not happy about it. And I do kind of wonder about that. Actually, no, I really wonder about that. Yes, no, she seems like she's trying to protect May, especially because she knows that May is nosy, gets into trouble, and that if May crosses them, May might not come back. I mean, maybe the sound effects were there before, and I didn't know what they meant. So this is when I pull myself out of imagining what happened down that hole, so that I can hopefully sleep tonight. Yeah, not animal tested. I'm pretty sure I skipped things. I'm pretty sure there were things I missed that I should have done and didn't do. This didn't actually affect me at all at this point last time around because I didn't know what was going on. I mean, you're like, something is spooky and a kid got kidnapped and what's going on and there's ghosts. No, okay. So, for those of you who don't want spoilers for what's going on in this game, like, I suggest you leave the room. Or mute this for probably the next, like, minute or two. Anyway, my biggest phobia in the entire world, like the nightmare that has haunted me for about as long as I can remember. Like, the reason why I'm scared of the dark, the reason why I'm scared of caves, the reason why I'm scared of going underground is because of the idea of there being this void with an eldritch horror down there. And like, eldritch horror makes it sound funny, like it makes it sound like some sort of like petty, ridiculous, stupid horror story. But in my head, like, all of these things are like, when I've talked about, like, you know, faith magic, when my friend Yishan and I talked about this game, kind of like what I was calling magic, and he was kind of uncomfortable with the way I was talking about it as magic, and then we kind of talked about it together, and realized that, like, when I talk about magic, there's kind of like this like spiritual component to it, rather than just being like I throw a fireball, but like there's this like essence of reality, and like, so for me, like when something is magic, and I'm not talking about it like wizards and fireballs and spells and things like that, which is kind of like absurd, like kind of like the Halloween costume version of magic, but like the thing, when I talk about magic, when I talk about what's important to me, there's this like underlying current of the reality of the universe taking form in this, like, and it has something to do with I guess what other people call faith, I don't know, but so there's this like super reality almost, and it's not the unknowable. That's the thing. It's not the unknowable. It's not this mysterious unknown that lurks on the other side. It's known. Like, in my heart of hearts, when I was a little girl, I swore myself to like the side of the light, and I took it seriously. Like, but there's another side to that. And so there's this, like, I don't know. So if I go down into a cave, I'm there. You know, I'm always aware of this feeling as though there is an abyss opening up into the unknowable, if you really want to call it that, but more the like unfathomable, I think. And so like this game like literally does the thing which I don't tell people. You don't tell people, yeah, so the reason why I have a phobia of caves is not in fact because caves are scary and dark and underground. Because everyone's like, so you must have problems with elevators. And I'm like, it's not claustrophobia. It's not claustrophobia. It's way more specific. It is not claustrophobia. I'm usually fine with elevators. I'm fine with small enclosed spaces unless they're underground and they start registering as caves, because once you get close to that, then you can kind of imagine that even though this isn't technically a cave, it's close enough that there may very well be that void that opens up. And it's not just the emptiness, because like there's like the night sky, and that's a void, and that's terrifying. But this doesn't go into the center of the earth, it goes into nothingness, except that what's there is this like destructive, hateful malevolence. Don't tell me that that's redundant. I don't care. So yeah, like at the like very like fundamental core of my being, the thing that I am most scared of in the entire world, worse than like anything, and I have a couple of phobias that I don't really bring up very much because they don't come up very much. Like I have a big problem with merry-go-rounds. I can go on a Ferris wheel all day long, but you start spinning me like horizontally instead of vertically, and just like, no, we're done. And that kind of like winds up being like sucked into a thing that moves internally and you can't get off, and you're just constantly, and something to do with my spatial awareness and my weird inner ear things just make it just disorienting. And it's like the idea of like spending eternity disoriented, just like, it's not good. Anyway, yeah, so it hasn't really come up. Like, it doesn't really come up often. Because, like, most things that are, most things that have, because, I mean, it's not that rare to find, like, we're gonna go into a cave, oh, it turns out there's a portal to hell. Blah, now there's a demon and we're gonna breathe fire. bah, you know, like it just doesn't feel like that's when you get into like the Halloween magic where you're just like, haha, you know, wizards throwing fireballs at the demon in the portal hell. Like, I mean, there's some stuff that's upsetting in the original Diablo, mostly to do with like the badness of humanity and people getting twisted and stuff that way. But like opening a portal to hell in Diablo like was like a little uncomfortable for me, but it didn't like super screw me up. Like I had nightmares for like a week after I played this game. Because like it's Did I do that? I guess I should probably fix that. Anyway, the way that magic, as I call it, magic, fits in this game is so real. Like, what they present in this game is so real. Like, it so resonates with me on such a deep level that, like, there could not be, I mean, there probably could be, but it would be hard-pressed for something to tap into that primal fear of mine more effectively. Which is also, I think, perhaps part of why I'm so clinging to the forest god, if that's what he is. Because if the black goat is real, so is he. And you need them both. You need them both. Otherwise it is wrong. So there's my life philosophy. There's my faith, such as it is. And like, I guess it's probably good that the people who make this game only watched a couple of my streams, if even that, so they don't have to deal with me being like whatever I am. So, yeah. Like, part of me wonders whether some of them, maybe one of them doesn't have like some of the same feelings about the way the universe works that I do. Just because it resonates so deeply. It's actually kind of embarrassing. Like, I would really love to talk to them and ask them about things, life, story, what they find inspiring, where this came from. But I like, the more like I admire a person, the harder it is for me to talk to them. So periodically I make myself tweet at them and then I have to go hide under a table for a couple of hours, basically. Yeah. So now we need some comic relief. That's not comic relief. See, but Space Alert, that's the thing, like, people can harm us. That's absolutely true. And so, on a functional level, you can't live your life thinking about the void or you will go mad. It is a better use of your time and your energy to focus on the petty evils of humanity, because you can do more good stopping them than trying to, for example, fight the void. And in this game, the void doesn't have the power to do it on its own. It requires the petty evils of humanity in order to wreak destruction upon the earth. So there's definitely something to be said for that. But still, Liz, one of them watched at least part of 2 of my streams, and I probably was an idiot, but that's okay. Okay, well, Chrono, I believe in you punching the void. Radioactive Creeper, thank you for following. Oh no, Cyber. Any fear that I have about losing who I am is a separate fear, which is not to say that that's not the fear. But no, it's not. It's you're trying too hard to give me too much credit. You're trying to find a psychological explanation for what is actually what one might more effectively call like a spiritual fear. So, um, it's not a loss of self. I certainly worry about that, but that's separate. So it's not a rational fear. Unless you believe in unfathomable horrors seeking to enact pain on unsuspecting beings. Well, thanks, Space Alert. Oh, yeah, you were, No, it's not existential dread either, Serious Inc. Like, once again, you guys are trying to make it larger than it is. Which is, again, not to say that I don't have existential dread, because I certainly have. No, it's more literal than that. I don't know. Um, yeah, the... Oh, so Space Alert, so you were watching the stream where, the stream in the mall where I just like went off on like a 10-minute talk about Lock and Sullies and why they're great, and also talked about believing in fairies when I was 13 and my mom nearly driving the car off the road. And then like my imbalanced obsession with balance. Yeah. I don't know what that means, Serious Inc. I'm sorry. And yes, that was Final Fantasy VI reference. Final Fantasy VI is one of my favorite games. My band is named The Returners, because I like Final Fantasy VI. And yes, we do play Final Fantasy VI music. So here we have just like unreserved goodness, kindness, and appreciation. Like just like B is like, hey, you were a good friend and I appreciate it. And you're like, oh, I feel a little bit better. Yeah, I was a good friend. I did help my friends. Yes, I'm not going to play Bloodborne, but thank you, sir. Yes. Oh, seriously. Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you, Space Alert. Wow, so you've been around for a while. You've been lurking. So it was watching that stream that made you decide to jump in and talk? Because that's really cool. And you're like, okay, I got this. I got this. Oh, wait. No, I don't got this. Oh, well, thank you. Yay. Yeah, no, the time change. Um it's kind of sad because the time change made it harder for some of the people on the West Coast, but it's definitely made things easier for a lot of other people, so I feel like it's a good balance. So, well, I'm glad you're here and talking to us live now. Space Dragon, dying anywhere else. Cycles? Oh my god. If this is a track about like cyclical moods and things like that. Yeah, no. I really liked the song. pretty sure I just got really excited about this. Was I this excited about it when it was in the other playthrough as when I was riding the bike this time? I could probably have done a lot better there. But that's okay. That is a good song. Huh. Interesting. Well, I was really excited about it on the bike this time. Yeah, no, it is really interesting. That's actually one of the things that, hey, we're oversharing personal thoughts, right? Let's overshare personal thoughts. Are we okay with that? That's kind of what we do, right? I remember being a little kid and being kind of into the idea of there being something like heaven. And I was like, okay, that's really cool. Some essence of you lives on and gets to be with the people you like. And I was like, it'd be like a castle in the clouds with like My Little Ponies and flying cats. This is a great idea. But then at some point I got older and I was like, you know what? When I think of people who died, I think of my grandma. And in my experience, my grandma is this little old Jewish woman with a green sweater on and her hair up in a bun, standing over the stove making fried matzah for my family. And she always had a bag of Hershey's Kisses in the fridge or the freezer for us. And we would drive up and arrive like in the middle of the night, driving up from North Carolina up to New Jersey, throw rocks at the window, and she'd let us in. And she was the sweet, loving old woman. But like, if you ask my dad to think about his mom, what's he gonna think of? Probably a really different person. And if you asked my grandpa to think about the woman he'd married, what version of her would he think of? And if you were to ask her who she was, what version of her would be preserved for eternity? This sort of thing really stumped me when I was a kid. And I guess like you can kind of hand wave it and be like, no, it's the real essence of you. But then, okay, what if you have somebody who falls in love and the person that they fall in love with dies and they fall in love with somebody else? In heaven, are they with both people? Are there two instances of one person so that the other two each have their person? You know? And so that kind of threw a wrench in the idea of heaven to me, because I was like, even when I was relatively young, I was like, I don't know what version of me would live on. And like looking back now, I'm like, I actually don't know which, like if you'd be like, okay, I'm going to take the snapshot of me and that's going to be me for eternity. I can't honestly say what version of me. I mean, I assume maybe it's like whenever you felt best about your body, if you ever felt best about your body, which like there are people who don't, and that's bad. And can you imagine being stuck with that for all time, or like having something like people who are like people who are ill or who have some sort of a handicap or something like that, like, you know, what is it like, what would it be like for them? Like, would they have that, or would they be like some version of themselves that they imagined rather than the body that other people would know them in? And if so, would the people who knew them as how they've looked and felt and been, like, yeah, but Serious Inc., I know so little about the Bible that I got told by a teacher in high school that I should probably, if I wanted to be a literature major, actually read it so that I could get the references. And like, yeah, you can be like, oh, well, no, it's okay. But I don't know, but Space Alert, doesn't that change? Doesn't that change? Or is it that by the end, you know yourself better? But what if you become more bitter as time goes by because the world breaks you a little bit? Like, is that the version of you? I don't know. So then I thought that couldn't possibly be what heaven would be all about, if such a thing existed. And then I had a really hard time trying to figure out what it would be. I mean, like, even something as simple as, like, okay, people get tattoos, and I am extremely pain averse, and also indecisive, so and relatively cheap. So I've never gotten a tattoo, but at some point I was like, no, I know what my tattoo would be, and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure about it. And you know, for about 10 years, that actually was the tattoo that I would probably be happy to get. And I'd be like, yes, that's the tattoo I would get. And now I'm like, if I'd gotten that tattoo, I wouldn't regret it because it's still a part of me. But it's not the part of me that I would choose to be the part of me that I mark or celebrate. As it would have been stained glass rainbow fairy wings. When I was a little girl, I did a series, or not a little girl, when I was in high school, I did a series of artworks. I'm sorry. Okay, so here's we're just going to sit here for 20 minutes and talk about things related to this game. Sorry, guys. That's really, really, really adorable, Chrono. That's super cute. No, like, I had a series of pictures that I did of this stained glass rainbow winged fairy that I named Hope. So that I would have had hope wings on my back. And if I had those, that would still be true to who I am now, but that's not what I would choose to put on myself. I'm like, oh, that is from a previous chapter in my life. I guess I have grown up enough to have entered a different chapter. So I don't know. That's part of why I haven't gotten a tattoo. I mean, that'd be a pretty cool looking tattoo, don't get me wrong. It'd be like right here. And like, I know what it would look like. Like, I've thought about it. I know what it would be. I actually have a pair of wings that I commissioned somebody to make. They're faded now, but they're hand painted silk wings that I would wear to Ren fairs and things like that. So I just get that. But probably like a little version right here. But now I'm like, there are words I would want to put on my body instead, but not an image. So I don't know. Anyway, hi, I'm Lauren. And sorry, I'm failing my buttons. I'm sorry, May. I'm sorry, May. Like, hi, I've always kind of been crazy, and now I've completely gone off the deep end. Oh, well, that's good, Serious Inc. Yeah, I mean, that's a good phrase, Chrono. Yeah, Cyber, I think that's kind of where I stuck. I don't know. I would get tattooed a verse or a line from this song that's the most important song in the world to me, which I'll cover at some point. Put it on my YouTube channel, and people will be like, "Why did you do that? It's not a video game song. It's this super cliched, super generic, like elementary, middle, high school band, not band, or like choir song that like, but whatever. It's like the most important song in the world to me." So, um, yeah, it's a song called "Flying Free." I guess I probably should. No, so the thing with Flying Free, and maybe you guys have heard me say this before, but we sang it when I was in elementary school, which was the only time that I sang prior to college. And like everybody's a soprano in elementary school. Um, but no, the first verse is all about like being alone and dreaming of everything being great and flying free, like being free. And then the second verse is, "But life is not a distant sky without a cloud, without rain. I could never hope that I could travel on without pain. Time goes swiftly on its way. All too soon we've lost today. I cannot wait for skies of blue or dreams so long that life is through." Which is just kind of all about like the inevitability of pain, loss, and suffering in life. And that was all I remembered when I was a kid. And it wasn't until I had everything go wrong in high school. That was like, I mean, when you hear me talk about everything in my life falling apart, that was when I was 17. And everything fell apart. And then at some point I discovered or found that there was a third verse. And the third verse is, "So life's a song that I must sing, a gift of love I must share. And when I see the joy it brings, my spirit soar through the air. Like the bird up in the sky, life has taught me how to fly. For now I know what I can be, and now my heart is flying free." And that just kind of hit me so hard. And I guess you could say that that's my life philosophy in a nutshell. And when I'm really upset, I'll sing that song to myself. When I went to Ireland for my grad school residency, before the semester I graduated, I was going through a transitional period of my life, and I went up to the cliffs in Ireland and I sang that song, and it was like an offering to the universe, because that's the kind of person that I am. So the part that I would get on me if I got a tattoo would be, "So life's a song that I must sing, a gift of love I must share." It's called "Flying Free." Anyway, yeah, so that's like Lauren in a box right there. It's okay, Chrono. It's not really a big deal or anything like that. Just a weird little personal eccentricity. Sometimes I think about the fact that I pour my heart out on the internet to strangers 3 times a week in various capacities, and that people tune in and watch that. Hey, Ted. And it's like this weird thing, but I like it. I think it helps. I think in being myself in front of all of you, yeah, I mean, you want to talk about worrying about losing yourself. By being myself in front of people who see me and who let me be myself unabashedly and unreservedly, it helps me see myself and see the version of myself that I choose to put in front of you, and get closer to being the version of me that I want to be, like, just as who I am. So, thank you guys for being there for me. You have been there for me throughout a lot of very interesting and significant changes and times in my life, as I have gone from being somebody in a period of absolute stagnation, sort of beginning to spread her wings, to somebody going through great pain and loss, to finally, for the first time ever, taking risks. So, well, thank you guys. Well, of course you're welcome here. Yeah. So, that's life. That's Lauren life. Hi, Nox. You are such a cutie. You are going to make my computer overheat if you keep sitting there. So apparently, yes, Night in the Woods is the most real. And I'll probably mention that song again at some point in my life just because it's really important to me. So if you see, yes, Night in the Woods is definitely like, this is like the most, and we'll see what happens with other games. And things, and part of me worries like what will happen when I have excavated everything, every secret and dark corner inside of me. Like, what will we find then? Will we find then? Will we reach that limit? Will I tell the same stories over and over again? I don't know. We'll find out. What was I saying? There was something I was saying. I don't remember what it was, so it must not have been that important. See, I wouldn't call that a curse. I would, if you're going to use that kind of terminology, then let's call it a blessing. Oh my gosh. I reached enlightenment and just like the heavens open, birds sing, sunlight filters in from above, and I ascend. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. The clock seems louder here than it has before. Well, I'm glad. Thank you. I've made some extremely good friends, shall we say, through streaming. It's opened up a lot for me. It's interesting, very interesting. Like, I'm never gonna be like my friend Lobos. I'm never gonna like be like, this is what I do for a living, and I go to the grocery store and people are like, whoa, it's that person I know from the internet. But personally, it's been like an opportunity for tremendous growth and new opportunities in life. So that's cool. I appreciate you guys being there for me. Okay, well, Chrono, at some point we're going to meet up and it's going to be awesome. It actually has happened a couple of times. I remember the first time that people recognized me, because like occasionally I would go to nerd music things and people would be like, Lauren the Flute, I like your music that you put up on YouTube. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But like you go to like MagFest and people know you from the music you do. Or they'd be like, you're Lauren the Flute, you used to be the Flute in Sentence of Erdrick. And I was like, that's right, I am. And then they're like, oh, Lauren the Flute, you're the Flute from Returners. And I'm like, that's right, I am. And like that was totally fine. It's not selfish burning languages unless you're saying that you're afraid that other people will be selfish and not listen to you. No, I think that people have a hard time opening up because either they have a hard time admitting things to themselves, but there's no shame in that, that's human, or they're afraid, especially in a society that like tries to encourage people to not have flaws or problems. But yeah, no, like the first time that people recognized me from streaming was after my Undertale stream, and I was at PAX South the time that my band played when we debuted Heartache from Undertale. And I was like hanging out at our merch table, which is what I do because I am the resident extrovert. I'm like one of the only extroverts I know. Like everybody, all of my friends and all my bandmates are introverts. So I man the merch table. And I was like hanging out and somebody's like, hey Lauren, what's up? And I'm like, hey, you must be a fan of the band. We're just going to talk about stuff. And then they were like, hey, we actually know you from Twitch. We watched your Undertale stream. And I was like, oh, okay. That is weird. So I took a bunch of photos with them with my really terrible camera and I gave them buttons. So now I have buttons. So if you're ever at a convention where I am or something like that and you recognize me and are like, yo, Lauren, I watched your stream, let me know because I'll probably have a button and I'll give you a button and then you can be like one of the cool people who has the button. The buttons are over there. I found them. So I've got them. I don't know burning languages like... Well, Space Alert, no, come up to me and be like, hi, I'm Space Alert 6, and I'll probably be excited. Sometimes you might have to jog my memory about which person you are because there's a lot of names, but I try to be good about remembering people and be excited about them. Chrono, I have a button more or less with your name on it. Okay, dude? You have a button reserved for you. So. Okay, well, I am a very socially anxious extrovert. So I give panel presentations on making friends and overcoming shyness as a socially anxious extrovert, and do my best to help people because I know what it's like. See, look at there's a lot of healthy love here. Like the fact that they can talk about this, the fact that they can even remotely talk about the really terrible things. Yes, no. Okay, so Space Alert 6, this is what I tell people. The difference between a socially awkward introvert or socially anxious introvert and a socially anxious extrovert is the socially anxious introvert says, I shouldn't say that. That would be dumb. The socially anxious extrovert says, I shouldn't have said that. That was dumb. That's me. So I do think people are multidimensional. The thing about introversion and extroversion has to do with like comfort and energy levels, like being around people. I definitely feel like I need to have people around. If I'm alone too long, it's like I like run out of juice and I'm just like, which fortunately streaming kind of helps with that a little bit. Yeah, Chrono, you and me, we're the extroverts. We can be the Flutie Pie extroverts. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of others, but there's not a lot of us. Brenneman is. You're welcome to it, Space Alert. You are welcome to it. I find it very helpful. I like that May like tries to talk to her family about it. Yeah, like she's not like, it's okay. She's like, it happened. There we go, Cyber. I know, we were moving too quickly. We had to stop and have a little break. Not good. And like I like that like May is able to kind of register what this means. May is 20, and I think her friends are about 20 as well. Well, Cyber, I'm glad that you took that step. Like, I feel like talking to people on the internet is actually a pretty good step towards working on that social anxiety because, like, some of the physical stress is not there. So I'm sure the eels did it. Let's go with the other person. Ski tripped him to death. Right, upper middle class life. Ski trips, jacuzzis. Oh my god, May's thinking. Oh my god. She's like, yeah. Yeah, no, the look on her face when she's thinking is really great. They're just really cute. Like, there's just so much love. Just so much love between these two. I have a lot of affection for May and her family. They are a bunch of people trying their best to do what they can with what they've got, and that's all any of us can do. That is my least empty but still most platitude-like saying. It is a thing I have told myself to reassure myself more times than I can count. And other people too, because you start... Partially, I'm sure, because of what the people who wrote this game were going for. And there's a degree of stylization that they used. Aha! Okay, what is an M80? What is this? What did she do? What did she do? Oh my god, May. Yeah, well, like, the game is clearly... Oh, goodness. The game is so clearly, like, I think part of why it's... I mean, like, it's really good. But, like, part of why it's so successful... Oh my god, we can... Can we do... Is there another Dusk Star? Yes. Yes. Oh my god, so this is not just, like, May being an obnoxious kid who's playing with, She's not just a kid who's playing with fireworks. She actually put an explosive down this guy's gutter. Jeez. Okay, well, that's not good, May. You should not do that, maybe. Sorry, squirrel! I'm only a little sorry. Ah, no! I wanted to jump, and I failed. La, la. I forgot I could jump on those. But you know, like, this game is fantastic because it's consistently artistically, like, consistent, like it has, like, art design and art direction and sound design to, like, a really polished degree. Like all of the sounds are very, like, fitting and pleasing. All of the motions have, like, just the right amount of weight to them. So, like, that's really cool, and, like, the decision to make the characters animals kind of allows them to put a little, puts a little, like, distance between you and the reality of the situation. And then by making it a made-up setting, like, just as they've made the people animals, like, some of the things that they've done, like, I mean, like, yes, like, okay, they're in Pennsylvania, we, like, know, and apparently they're in Lewiston-ish is what it's based on, so I'm gonna drive out there at some point, because I'm the sort of person who will drive an hour and a half to go to the town that the place the Night in the Woods is based on, because why not? like because they've made up their own like faith system and religion, and they've made up their own like culture and all and these other things. It lets them be able to tell an incredibly real, super timely story. Like super timely story. The sort of thing that could easily be too on the nose, but they've chosen to distance it from reality in a few ways, so that they can tell that story. But it's still really important and significant a lot. I don't know. So it's like doing something really important. Like this is like it's asking some of like the most pressing questions of our time while also exploring like timeless existential questions as well. And like the writing is absolutely hilarious, so clever and so funny so much of the time that when it is serious and beautiful, it catches you off guard and is just like. It's like if you've watched Over the Garden Wall, which I love, there's a few moments in there where the dialogue becomes poetry, and it just like, because it's perfectly balanced, but it also fits in among these other things, and it stands out, and it's just really amazing. And you know, the decision that the decision to make the people animals is definitely a smart one. Yes, you do need to watch Over the Garden Wall. I love it. But yeah, no, it's there's a lot of things that make this game. Like I think that this is going to be one of those games. Like I really feel like Night in the Woods and Undertale are going to be two games that people are talking about for a very, very long time, for different reasons. I'm not sure. I'm kind of worried that Undertale might not have the same staying power that Night in the Woods does, but Night in the Woods is no, it's not like The Secret Garden. Over the Garden Wall is like Americana folk tale real world crossover with like a little bit of Studio Ghibli in there and things. Right, Chrono, but I guess how's this? Looking at games as art, which they are, and looking at art and literature and the way that it lingers, and what makes it so significant. Night in the Woods is the sort of thing that I could very easily see being used like a literary text. Undertale is one of the most powerfully moving experiences that I've had. It does things with interactivity that are really profound, and it has really wonderful characterization and wonderful writing. But the like its core is it's something that you take into yourself and are changed by. Night in the Woods is Night in the Woods is a powerful piece of social commentary that seeks to change the world. You know? And so in a way, like Undertale, I think, consciously or unconsciously, I think that Toby Fox is trying to give back what Earthbound gave him and so many other people. So trying to encourage people like bit by bit to be a better person. So you kind of like take Undertale into yourself and you are changed by it. And that's really powerful and important. But I think that Night in the Woods it's like there's the texts that you read from like during the Vietnam War, and there was like this really big, terrible change happening in society, and then there was literature that kind of explored and answered that. And I feel like Night in the Woods is in that category. Does that make sense? Yeah, DX-Men, I'm kind of wondering, I'm not sure. But this is one where people will if Night in the Woods is studied as I think it will be, there will be a certain degree of you must understand the era in which it came out with, like, let's use this as an excuse to explore history and culture. I can't play Life is Strange. Apparently it has a couple of things that happen in it that will be too upsetting to me, so I can't do that. Yeah, Night in the Woods doesn't have the inside jokes and the familiarity with gaming the way Undertale does, so yes. There you go, Cyber. That's a good way of putting it. Either way, the fact that we can even argue about which one of them has more staying power, and even this is not even an argument, this is a conversation, this is a discussion of like the relative merits of each of them. Like I really feel like we are in a golden age of indie gaming, and it's really pretty great. All I know about Life is Strange is I don't want to spoil things because this might be wrong, but I don't generally consume content that has assaults in them, sexual assault. Like that is a decision of mine. I generally prefer not to. And I'm under the impression that something like that occurs because in the chapters, people will say, Lauren, you should play this game, chapter 1. Lauren, you really should play this game. Lauren, you really don't play this game. Like it always gets to this point and people say, actually don't play this game. So I'm sure it's really good. Although I've heard people say things about the dialogue being questionable, but I've heard people say a lot of good things about Lisa, but I don't know that I'm going to. Talking of, his English is almost exactly right. Why would you ever say no? You would miss the best song in a game full of good music. I have played To the Moon. I was actually disappointed by it, but I would still play more by the same people. Yeah, it's the impression I've gotten, Chrono. There we go. There are a lot of things that are upsetting and they're really worth it, but it has to be really worth it for the degree of upset. So my favorite book of all time is Seaward by Susan Cooper, which is basically me as a book. I have a couple of others that I love, but one of the other ones I love is Cat's Paw by Joan Vinge, which is the second book in a trilogy, which I have literally read until it has fallen apart. I met the author and I loved her. There is content in Cat's Paw that I do not voluntarily read, and yet I have voluntarily read Cat's Paw enough times that it falls apart. So it is possible for something to be so worth it to me that I am willing to put myself through that again and again. But it's rare. Oh goodness, okay, Chrono. Yeah, What Remains of Edith Finch does not sound like something that would be something good for me. Interesting, Cyber. I'd be curious to hear that. For me, the problem that I had was that I was invested in the characters and then the ending of it kind of threw away what I was invested in. Oh yeah, Moon Auto Tune. People told me never to go near Westworld. They were like, oh, it's really good. Okay, actually, you should never play that or never watch that, Lauren. But that's okay, Moon Auto Tune. You can be pretty sure we will not be playing games with that content, and if I have any way of knowing it. And I tell people that is one thing that I have to be extremely careful about. So. Snakes are really cool. Well, okay, space alert. People will be like, oh yeah, that game will totally make you cry, and I'm like, that's exactly what I want, and they're like, that's a little weird. Stretching. You guys should stretch, by the way. Okay. So big snake emerged from the earth and made war upon the villages. Villages. Okay. Storytelling! Yeah, well, Todd, I think that's kind of one of the reasons why people watch me, is because there are people who have a hard time crying over things, but they want to have feelings, and so they can kind of... If they can't do the real thing, they can get a reasonable facsimile through me, and I'm happy to provide that service for people. Oh geez, Cyber, I'm sorry. Yeah, that sounds rough. That's a nice question there. Like, there's just such a delight in living when they just have like, can we just like say big snake, big snake, big snake, big snake, big snake, big snake, big snake. Like, there's just like that absurdity is really good. It's a nice touch. And that's like the end. So like the point of Big Snake is there's this big scary thing and it made people come together because they had to fight the big scary thing. Not that there are any parallels between that and anything in the real world that we encounter. Certainly we don't have people united in their own best interest against something that does not have their best interest. Certainly not anything that might have a similar root word to united. Anyway. But they're giving us light, easy ones because the last time was really heavy. Unless this next one's going to be heavy too. But I feel like they're going to give us a bit of a break. We'll see. I don't remember what it was. Haha! Oh, May. And I love like how like he's like, oh, okay, I know that you like this. Dead but possessed by himself is very interesting. I love you, Mr. Shazakov. Yeah, okay, so they give you a couple of light ones that kind of make you think a little bit about human nature, which is really interesting. Which, like, I mean, again, like Scott Benson being like, sometimes things are just the way they are, just because that's the way they are. So here is his constellation reminding us of that. But it's interesting to pair that with the previous set, which was like extremely heavy and amazing. Oh my gosh. So good. Why is this game so good? I'm jumping on all the squirrels. That is a factor. So is this the guy that you pipe bombed his roof or whatever, May? Or is that the guy who lives next door? I think it's the guy who lives next door. Selmers! Selmers! Hi, Nox. Are you Selmers? Are you Selmers? No, you're not. No, you're not, but you sure are a cutie. She's a cutie. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Squizgar. Oh my god, Scott Benson is super cool. I want to be cool like him. Actually, that's one of my life goals. I tried thinking about it because I was like, I wanted to be like Toby Fox because Undertale is so powerful and moving. And it is unquestionably a force of good in the world. But I think if I actually want to make a difference, I need to figure out how to be like Scott Benson. And not just change people here, but also like, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Excellent learning languages, well, I'm glad. Okay. Nox, do you write great poetry? Are you going to deliver the coolest spoken word poem that there ever was? I don't think so, Cyber. But he thought I was funny, so I'll take that. He actually clipped a couple of things off of some of my streams too, which is really weird, but cool. I was like, oh my god, I hope that he's not like, I'm gonna clip this and show people and be like, look at this weirdo girl. I don't know. Squizgar, it's not his public face. That's the thing, is that what I want when I say I want to be like Toby Fox, it's like I want to be like, I want to create things the way Toby Fox has created them, with like the goodness and purity of himself. Scott Benson is more of like a role model of how to be as an artist in this world. And I feel like there's a lot of like maturity and thoughtfulness that he has that I don't have, that I admire. So. Oh, Dropsy! I have it, DX man. I should play it at some point. No, but it is really interesting to think about, like, you know, you can't be the people that you look up to. So I'm like, well, I can't be as like insightful and clever and stuff as Scott Benson. So maybe it's more realistic for me to just have big feelings like Toby Fox, except that I talk really loudly and publicly about my feelings. So yeah, I know I really should play Dropsy. I'm not a big fan of clown things, but I know it has a hug button, so maybe we'll do that at some point. Maybe we will. Oh man, Selmer's had a better night. Autumn wins, autumn sins. She says, okay. Autumn times, autumn crimes. I mean, we know what May's more excited about here. Yeah, no, I imagine Spiky. He seems like he kind of had to retreat. Yeah. Yeah, well, Space Alert, that's kind of what I do. Is, try to figure out what the best version of myself is and be that. Just be yourself seems so simple unless your perception of yourself is about as disjointed as May's ability to perceive other things in the world. And you don't actually know who yourself is, and you spend most of your life not knowing who you are. And then at some point decide, very late relatively speaking, that you want to figure out who you are. And you can't actually see yourself when you look in the mirror emotionally, so you have to artificially construct an understanding of yourself based on feedback you get from other people. And like, no, I'm not kidding. I like legitimately don't have a strong sense of self and never have. And so that's, I think, part of the power of streaming for me has been in figuring out, because I remember at one point talking to a therapist, sometime in my streaming career, and like having this like big angst about like how I wished I could be like the Lauren the Flute version of me. And she's like, you realize that you are that, and if you want to be more like that and you're like normal Lauren's self, like you can just do that. But like all of those things that you are trying to do there they're coming from somewhere inside of you. So I was like, oh, okay. So I've and not just related to that, but just like for my overall stability as a person, the recent years I've taken a lot to being like, I am a person who, and finding like I'm a person who does this, and I cling to those and I like hold them close to me so I can know a few things about myself. That's right, her name is Selma. So good. Selmer's is pretty great. Anyway, as we get more into May talking about her issues, we'll probably wind up getting into some more of mine, because I have very specific things to say about that, but they, I think, would make more sense in the context of May. But suffice to say that Well, the first time you do something, it's almost always going to have more of an impact on you than when you do it later. Which is part of why people have such intense feelings as... Oh no. Oh yeah, no, the window is gorgeous. Oh wait, are we all proto? That would be awkward. Poor Pastor K has stress dreams all the time. She has anxiety dreams. Oh my gosh, you guys are inventing more religions, are you? Really, Chrono? That's awfully specific. So this is a good dream right here. Like Pastor K has a dream where you're like, well, that's just an anxiety dream. But then Bruce is like, I was a goose flying home and had to keep up with the other gooses. And that's one of those things where you're like, this is significant right here. Yeah, I think that there would be something really valuable there, Possum. Actually, so I told you I went to a service last Friday because one of my coworkers in my division, who I don't know super well, but she took one look at my last name and my nose and was like, "Hey, so do you want to come to my synagogue?" I was like, "Sure." And it's like this like super social justice interfaith synagogue, which is good because like I checked their policy on like interfaith marriages because I was like, yeah, so I'm the child of an interfaith marriage, so I don't count. And they're like, we don't care. Come join us. You totally count. And I was like, well, that's cool. But I think it would be nice because I was thinking about this actually based on our like streaming this last week where I was like, actually, it turns out the idea of maybe like every couple of weeks or so hearing somebody say something really inspiring about your values would be really cool. The music was totally absent when May was fighting with her mom. It's an interesting detail. Not surprising. Yeah, no, Pastor K is a fantastic person who wants to make the world a better place. Like I said, like I would probably have a super crush on her if I knew her in real life. She's like super cool. That's cute. And see, this is like an interesting touch and says a lot about their religion. Yeah, well, so the thing is, Space Alert 6 is that I don't think that I'm looking for a spiritual home, but I wouldn't mind having some inspiration. Like, yeah, like a social club about being good to people. It's kind of what I'd be looking for, so. So we'll see. I've never been a religious person. I have a very strange personal interpretation of spirituality or faith, which you probably know about if you've heard me talk about streams or talk about stuff on streams much at all. There you go, Proto. Proto, what else is in your religion? And do you have a punny name for it? Because I feel like it needs to have a pun. No, there wasn't always a room, and I haven't been able to get in there yet. Yeah, Chrono, that seems like a challenge. What do you do there? Nobody in my family was religious. My dad is a Jewish atheist, which is not the same as a regular atheist. It's a thing. And my mom is an agnostic who doesn't know what she thinks, hence agnosticism. No, I didn't check on Mallard's tomb last time, unfortunately, Squizgar, so I think I missed it. So, that's bad. Well, because I went to get, yeah. Oh no, not animal tested. I hope you didn't freak out too much. Oh, you know, I had a meeting with my boss today and it wasn't catastrophic. She seemed surprised to find that I was relatively on top of my project. So here's hoping that that will continue. Okay, well, I'm glad that 3 of you invented exactly the same pun at exactly the same time. I feel like it was destined. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad it turns out that you were over worrying. That's always a good feeling. That's better than the alternative. I feel so bad because Lori, like, clearly wants... Do you see those birds flying south for the winter there? Yeah, I know Fuzzy Werewolf. Oh man. When I was a kid, my friends and I would joke about me being the agnostic pope, and then we were talking about being like the great church of cookieism. I don't know if that's true. Wait, hold up! That's a really good question. Hold up. Yeah, no, because we get a great schism between Thin Mints and Samoas. Hold up, who lives here? A fridge, a dresser, a lamp, a bed, a window, a door, and a bunch of religious iconography. Wait, like, so... 5 saints. Yeah, Thin Mints are the way to go. Icons are good for keeping the good in and the bad out. No, Space Alert, I have eaten an entire box of Thin Mints in one sitting on multiple occasions. I actually had to tell my coworkers at my old job not to offer me Thin Mints. They witnessed it in action and were like, maybe we shouldn't do this. Obviously, you put them in the freezer, right? Oh. That's a good question. It's not the weirdest thing you've ever done, May. Who? Who on earth could it be? Well, that's cool. I wonder if we'll figure out who that is. Who could it be? And now there's little ratties everywhere. Hi, ratties! Oh, really, Chrono? Did your parents know? Were they all right? Did they Yeah, no, I'm curious. It's definitely well furnished for a squatter's house. That's pretty great. Gonna step on all the squirrels, because I'm Lauren, and that's what I do. Oh! That symbol right there is the equivalent of a cross. That's why it's in the rose window, and that's why it's in all the pictures of saints. Yeah, there are people like that in the world, unfortunately. I'll have to get that one, though. This is where the kid disappeared. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, May. Yes, that is very sad, but very true, Chrono. Somebody has to be willing and ready, I suppose. Because I don't want to put blame on somebody if they're not ready. But somebody has to be willing and ready to help themselves before you can help them. So May is really afraid of telling people that she might be crazy. What do you mean, Swizgar? Her talking about the war and how she's not going to get involved with things? Yeah, Space Alert. That was me talking about this as somebody who worries about people thinking I'm crazy all the time. I hope none of my coworkers watch my streams. That'd be awkward. I mean, presumably they don't, but... So do we have time for a Greg friendship date? I don't know that we have time to close out this night. We would have been able to do 2 days in one stream. Whoa! But I wound up getting preoccupied talking about things, which I guess is what I do. Yeah, they really, really make a point of like May is just like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to tell anybody. Oh no, the library. So this is that. Oh, the library is actually somewhat involved. I don't think we'll be able to do both. Hey, teens. Sup? Oh my gosh, Nox. Nox. Mwah. Mwah. Nox. She's very reassuring, can't you tell? Hi, Nox. Are you a baby? Are you a baby? You are a baby. You are a baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, Mrs. Rosa. I wonder if she lives in that attic space. No, it's... Oh, yeah. Like, hey, by the way, corporations have never been your friend. Oh, no, be simple. We're gonna shut down shortly. Good night, Be Sim. Huh. Go, Grandpa. Oh, my God. Oh, May. He piano, yeah. Oh my God, May is like, yes, my dad is a hero. Don't ask questions you don't want to know about. So she was Granddad's lover? Mistress, maybe? Oh God. Like, I think it'd be great to tell Dad about all of it except for maybe his dad having an affair with this lady. But I think it would be good. Maybe. Oh my God, why is the writing in this game so good? It's so good. It's so good. Did you know it's right? It's like, oh my God. There's new stuff. I bet there's never going to be anything here but Katie Washington. Just the presence of Casey always there. Yeah, no, the writing in this game is just outstanding. Oh, I can't jump on that. Okay. Oh man, did you get a new job? That's really cute. So cute. I'm happy for them. I hope this is a good thing. La, 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 I'll just talk to Angus. Okay, well, we can try to get to band practice and then shut down for the night. How does that sound? Is there anybody I've forgotten? Meow. Oh, buddies. Now we're working on it. Oh no, dude. So he switched jobs, huh? Alright, let's go visit Germ. Meanwhile, this cat is gonna pace around and be a cutie. Oh my goodness. La, 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 la. It's cute. Germ is so weird. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So the time you think, oh, this is a creeper. You know, the time when you first play this game, you're like, oh, there was some creeper dude who was crazy who was after Germ. No, that is not what happened. Hi, Nox. Baby. Baby. Listen to the sound design. Like the water actually feels like the rain is surrounding you. Yeah. Like, it's interesting because, like, it is actually really nice that like it's nice that Molly actually took her seriously. You know? Like, I didn't expect that. But it's a good, yes, well, Chrono. Yeah, I can't imagine playing a game like... I mean, these days it's hard for me to imagine playing a game not with headphones, just because they're like... Alright, let us go... you think so, Nick? May very well be the case. Alright. Snookle. What is Snookle? Oh man. Here we go. You ready, Germ? Hey, Danny! You made it just in time for some musics. If you guys don't know, Danny is the trombonist who has done Night in the Woods music with me. We will do more. I don't really love the second one, but I do actually really love the third one, so we should totally do that. All right. All right, let's do this thing. Hmm. Roof door. Oh, that's right. I can go up there now. They're like, by the way, there's another location you can use. All right, we're going to do this. Okay. Oh my god. I'm not having a good time with this song. I'm not good at this one. Oh no, Decapeptile, are you telling me that I miss jumping on a thing and talking to people? That's amazing. Ruined by the, oh god. Oh my god. Okay. That's right. She's trying to fill them in on things. I should shut down shortly. Angus, our skeptic. We've got to have one of those. That's friendship love. That's funny, Squiscar. Oh. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. So, we're going to shut down here at the library. That's correct. All right, friends. We did it! Oh my god, that's right! We get to start off with Selmer's poem. That is good. Alright, my friends. Well, thank you for indulging me in my random rambles of rambling. Oh wow, you didn't tell me that I wasn't centered in the camera, but that's okay. Thank you guys for joining. As always, it's lovely to have you folks. You are good and much appreciated people. So thank you. If you are not already a member of our Discord, please feel free to join us. And if you feel like hanging out on social media, there's social media. And I'll try to actually put this one up on YouTube in a reasonable time. I still have to do the ones from last week, but oh, Simon Catfish.
Oh no. Well, thank you so much for coming. I'm glad you were here, and hopefully, we'll catch you again sometime. But if nothing else, I'm glad you could make it live. So good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves, all right? And have happy nights and happy dreams if you're going to bed soon. Bye.